Now I know what you've been thinking, oh my, not again. Yes, we have already discussed a lot of profitable business ideas on this channel. Don't worry, I'll try not to repeat myself. What I would very much like to do instead is to categorize and systematize all types of businesses that are easy to start with, require no specific startup cost, and that you can start like today. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name's Olga. I run a software development agency, this YouTube channel, and write books. So there is a lot of valuable information I would like to share with you. Click the subscribe button, the notification bell. Don't forget to grab your free list of 30 more profitable business ideas you can start today. The link is in the description, and continue watching. And if you're a veteran here, welcome back. In my previous videos, I have already mentioned that there are basically two types of businesses. It's service-based businesses and product-based businesses. And these service-based businesses are easier to start with and they require no investments. So you might have guessed by this time that we today will be talking about service-based businesses. Because, as you can guess, product-based businesses require of you some sort of startup capital to start with, either to develop your product, for example, if it's a software product, or to buy one and resell it. Now, what are the types of service-based businesses? To understand that, I would like to analyze what people are actually paying for on a daily basis. I personally like how Patrick Bet-David described all these service businesses, and he has put them into several categories, and I would like to a little bit twist to play around with them and to provide you my vision of it. These are the categories like someone is doing the service for you. This is the simplest version of service-based businesses. Someone is providing you with their expertise, meaning here that this is a higher level of service-based businesses which requires some sort of education or specific professional expertise. Talking about expertise, it might be that you pay for someone's expertise. It might be, for example, coaching business. And of course, you pay for your education and you buy things online or offline. So it's a fifth category of e-commerce and commercial business. And then, last but not least, you're paying someone to entertain you, to amuse you, so that you could spare your free time, excited. So this is categories that people pay for on a daily basis. So let's consider each category separately so that along with systematization you get some kind of list of ideas that you can implement or play with and maybe come up with your own ideas. So the simplest version of service-based businesses is service business, meaning that they don't imply any specific skills, any special education, and everything you need to start with is your hands and your wit, and of course your first few clients. For example, nowadays it becomes a very popular profession in the developed countries, meal prep expert. Who is a meal prep expert? Meal prep expert is actually a cook who comes to people's homes and cook for the entire week, for several days, for the entire family. He or she cooks ahead. And he or she cooks this food, splits into portions and put them into the fridge, and everything family members need to do is take out of the fridge and warm up in a microwave. For families where they have steady income, where all the adults are working and they don't have time to cook themselves, but they would still like to eat healthy and eat what they like, I mean in terms of they would like to have a choice, they would like to choose their menu for the week, this is a great way out and this saves a lot. So meal prep expert saves a lot of their efforts and he helps family to eat healthy. And now how can you turn it into a business, not actually working for money, but into a business? Simple, by scaling. You take more and more clients, you can hire more staff on your site so that you don't have to run through all these families yourself. You can hire people to do that for you. And then as you grow your client base and as you grow your staff base, you create a company that actually helps people to get their meals on time and get their meals healthy. So this is how you scale your business. And in a similar way, other service businesses are done, like cleaning or babysitting or doing runs, or washing cars. You start small, you start with few clients, you start with your own hands, you start as a freelancer or contractor, and then you scale, you grow your client base, you grow your staff base, you hire additional workforce, and that's how you scale it into a business. Another is expertise, which actually requires some sort of hard skills. As I already mentioned, this one requires some either specific education or some specific professional experience. For example, an accountant, a lawyer, translators, software engineering. So not all of these, for example, software engineering might require a degree out of you, but it does require your experience and your expertise. And again, you can scale and grow your business the same way you do with service businesses that don't require such specific professional skills. So you start small and then you grow your client base and your workforce so that you don't have to do all the work yourself, right? And the good thing is you can register only after you are sure that things are turning out good for you, that you actually can make money out of this business. So you start small, you don't have to register in most countries. You can start as a contractor, as an individual, as a sole proprietor. And then as you see that things are improving for you, you can register legally and run your business as a company. I would also call the expertise business a consulting business, because this is where people are providing sort of consultancies. They are doing the job for you, the job that you can't do yourself. Because the next service business that is there, this is an experience-based business, and I would like to call it coaching. When a person does not actually do the job for you, but he makes you to find your inner source and learn how to do the job yourself. This is where all the coaching professions go. All sorts of coaching, I mean professional, personal, spiritual, all sorts of coaching. And of course physical coaching like personal trainer and anything else. And again, this is an area of expertise where you can scale and grow your business the same way you do it as described in the first example. The next category is education. We all pay to educate ourselves and our children, so this is a very profitable niche. Like I've been telling in one of my previous videos where I told about online hustles for students, the most money I made when I taught someone do something. For example, I've been paid to do some coursework, to solve some tasks for other students, but it required of me more time and more effort, and it brought me less money than if I took this same student and started our lessons, our teaching lessons. I taught them the lessons that they couldn't understand, the topics and the subjects that they couldn't understand, and I taught them. And this way, everyone was benefiting from this sort of interacting. Because first, I've put a little bit less efforts, right? And I took a little bit of a less responsibility than if I did the entire job for them. And that person benefited because he learned how to do it himself or herself, and then he could pass exams himself. And yes, everyone benefited from it. So I know when I run short of money and if anything happens to me tomorrow, what I can always do is teaching. And I know that I can scale this business like crazy. You can already think that there are already tons of tutors, tons of teachers, but no, there are new pupils and new students coming in, new generations are being born. So it's not like, you know, it's a niche that will always be in high demand. And you can teach what you actually know, be it foreign languages, be it some hard skills courses. Again, here, the opportunities are numerous. You can do it in the form of online courses, you can do it in the form of coaching sessions, you can do it in the form of individual face-to-face learning sessions, you can do it online, you can do it offline, and you can apply all sorts of knowledge here, because I've been meeting such a variety of online courses that are being popular on the web, and you're like, wow, who's learning this? But people are interested in the skills that you have, in the knowledge, in the hard skills that you have. So I would strongly recommend you consider this one if you consider yourself to be a highly educated person. Another category is e-commerce or commercial section, because you can do them both online and offline. And again, I've been mentioning this one in one of my previous videos on top 5 home-based businesses that you can run. And I've been telling you about my cousin who runs a similar e-commerce business, and she's being so successful at it that she provides for the entire family. And when she makes money during the hottest season, that is during the autumn, because her e-commerce business relates to all sorts of boots, all sorts of trainers, and everything that comes with footwear. So she's making so much during the hot season that she can not work for the next few months. So this is, if you do it right, e-commerce is a great niche to start. But then you should analyze very thoroughly what is the demand in your niche that you want to start, and whether you would like to serve locally or internationally. This is a very, very important point, because locally you can try to you're analyzing what is the demand one way, and internationally you will have to use some other analytical sources to understand what are the trends that people are looking for today. And last but not least, it's entertainment category. Again, there are lots of examples, like big examples, like someone is paying for their Netflix account, someone is paying for their YouTube without ads account, someone is paying for animators coming to their kids' parties to entertain the little guests, and so on. So what is it that you can do? So if you're an artistic type of person, what you can do is music, for example, providing music and being a DJ on weddings, dances. People are hiring, for example, dancers so that they engage the guests, so that they encourage them to come and dance on the parties, and so on. Just think about what type of artistic expertise you can provide and how you can actually entertain people. What is it that goes, that comes naturally for you? If you are a good comedian, or if you're a good singer, or if you are maybe a good composer. And yes, and there are other areas, for example, some artistic sketches that you can sell online for online comics, and so on. Actually, the niche is, again, so diverse that it will take me another video to talk about this one. But if you're an artistic type of person, you will find this out. Actually, I believe that my fantasy books writing falls into this category, because people are not buying fantasy books, to learn something new or to somehow upgrade themselves. They learn them to have a rest, to read something that will either cheer them up or make them think about bigger problems, or just transition themselves, more often than not, transition themselves from the modern world to some other world where they can think of something else other than their regular daily activities. They can think of dragons, they can think of swords, magic, and all this fantasy, all these fairy tales that we are enjoying listening to when we are kids, since we are kids. And growing up, adults do not differ much. It's just the form of fairy tales differ, and that's all the difference. So I believe my books writing falls into this category. I'm eligible to talk about this. Whatever category your business might fall in, and whatever category you might like to start with, there are 4 types of knowledge that you should master in order to make your business successful. These are hard skills, if you're providing an expertise, professional experience, and even if you're providing a simple service. Not everyone can wash a car good, trust me. That's the reason I more often than not wash my car myself, because first I enjoy actually washing my car, I love my car, and second because when I once gave it to a car wash, they didn't do the good job. So trust me, not everyone can do as simple as that. So it's your hard skills, it's people that you are working with and people that you will hire afterwards as you scale. This is a very important topic, because people in service-based businesses, people are everything. It's not your product, For example, product companies might not be as focused on customer service, But service-based businesses, because their product might sell themselves if the product is like really, really good. Remember about Microsoft support and all this big Apple support. Did you have success trying to reach out to them? And did you get any sort of response from a real life person who actually responded to a problem, attended to it? Oops, sorry. And you got, a pleasant experience? Of course not, because they have like billions of people using their products, and they're actually not as concerned about, okay, so will you stop using your PC if I don't respond to you, or our tech support won't respond to you? No, figure out yourself. So product companies might not be as based on a customer service, but service-based businesses should be based. They are based on human interactions, and therefore they should be based on achieving higher customer service. And hence, people that you hire should possess the same soft skills. They should learn how to deal with your customers, because it will be of no use if you gain new customers, then you hire your workforce, and that workforce either under-delivers or they are rude to the customers. They are like, some stuff, trust me, I know this, some stuff are rude to the customers, and you will end up either losing that customer or running after your co-workers and running after them and apologizing to those customers. This might happen. It happened to me, so I know what I'm talking about. And of course, another vital skill that you should have is how to market your business, how to grow your business. So everything related to marketing. Again, I won't provide any advice here, because each business, each service-based business should be marketed differently. If you're based on B2C area, and if you are based on your local audience, like the service-based businesses that I mentioned, like cleaning and meal prep experts and babysitting, of course you would like to market and to grow and to scale. The best method would be word of mouth, but there might be local resources where you can find clients, so I can't advise you here. And if you're launching international business, that's entirely different story. And again, who is your target audience? Where they are? Are they sitting on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram? Or is it better for you to drop all of this social media and just launch Google Ads? So each service business is different, and it should be marketed different. So you will have to master the topic yourself. Either you, or you will be seeking for an advice from someone who knows. And then last but not least, skill that you should definitely possess is financial literacy. You should be able to understand numbers and read numbers. I'm not speaking here about financial IQ, learning everything about financial pyramids and investments, but you should be financially literate, meaning that you should keep your records right, and you should understand whether or not your business promises profits in the long run and in the short run, and how you manage your finances will define the profitability and the success of your business. I believe this is what I wanted to tell you today, Top Guns. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you haven't, let me know in the comments so that I don't do this stuff again. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell, do that please. And help me grow this channel. Thanks again for watching till the very end. Have a great mood, have a great week, and see you next Wednesday. Bye!